All right, so we're talking about people who claim that they have some sort of truth, and then they are basically suppressing people's freedoms of speech when they are being exposed, okay? Basically, that's nothing new under the sun. That's the way it goes when people don't like it, when they are getting exposed as being something other than truthful, okay? Let's go ahead. We're reading from the book entitled The Battle for Your Mind. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up where I left off really quickly, okay? All right, so the birth of conversion. Let me go ahead and read this and then we'll move on. Conversion is a nice word for brainwashing, and any study of brainwashing has to begin with the study of Christian revivalism in 18th century America. Apparently, Jonathan Edwards accidentally discovered the techniques during a religious crusade in 1735 in Northampton, Massachusetts. By inducing guilt and acute apprehension, and by increasing the tension, the, quote, sinners attending his revival meetings would break down and completely submit. All right? I don't know if I want to keep on reading. Well, let's go ahead and keep on reading. Technically, what Edwards was doing was creating conditions that wipe the brain slate clean so that the mind accepts new programming. The problem was that the new input was negative. He would tell them, quote, "You're a sinner, you're destined for hell." As a result, one person committed suicide, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I talked about this before. There are people out there such as Ignatius Loyola and people like that who were basically telling stories, okay, and the stories that they were telling, mostly about hell or hellfire, caused people to commit suicide, okay? Now, this person is dealing with more recent events that occurred because of people being told that they were being, going to hell or whatever. But this is has gone on all throughout history, okay? And it's being done by people who claim that they are Christian, okay? They're usually pushing the end of the world, end times scenarios, etc. God is your only hope scenario, yada, yada, yada. Okay, now let's go ahead and there are other techniques. They're called pausing techniques that I'm going to get into in a little bit, but right now let's go ahead and go to this guy's upload. Okay, one of his uploads is called Agents Swarm DAHBOO77 and Others in BP Parking Lot. Okay, if you fall for this, if you fall for these stories, I don't know, it doesn't say much about your character. Let's go ahead and read what he has on his in his index. Okay, quote, "Look, this has gotten personal. At this point, I feel threatened by not only individuals making threats here on ScrewTube, but also by the same law that is supposed to protect me. I trust none of them, for I feel my presence here is not wanted by the higher-ups. This is now Illuminati 24/7 in my book. I no longer feel my life is safe, and it's because of what I do here, reporting the truth." Okay, I don't know about you, but I have never ever seen any kind of truth being reported by this person, especially in regards to this video upload right here. Okay, I'm going to point out the first technique that this guy is using. Okay, he's going to be saying something that is going to make the viewer and the listener feel that if they don't go along with what he's saying, then they are not able to, quote, see, unquote. Okay, keeping that in mind, let's go ahead and let this roll around the 15th second.
All of us, now they surrounded, and I'm talking this truck, this Ford truck is one of them. This Volkswagen is one of them. And they stopped here, now they're all over here. All these.
Alright folks, this is DAHBOO77, and as you can see, this is video footage of what has happened to me here. Swarmed in a parking lot by a bunch of agents who refused to show their badges. All that we knew is that they had bulletproof vests and they had guns.
All right, bulletproof vests and guns, but no one can see. I can't see any vests or guns or agents. I could just see cars, normal cars at a gas station. But I'm going to let's go ahead and scroll through this. Okay, so if you could see down here at the bottom, I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through it really quick. It's the same image all throughout the entire video upload. A lot of talk, but I don't see any kind of activity as far as what he is saying. But did you catch that at the very beginning? He's basically making the claim that, you know, that everybody should be able to see what he's pointing out. It's one of those situations where it's kind of like the emperor who was wearing no clothes type of a situation. Okay, and with that being said, let's go ahead and start number 3.